I'm sitting there last night watching a ton of games, flipping with the Knicks, checking that out, and Broid's like, we got to give some love to the Mariners. I know you talk about them constantly, but we got to do a mock-up. And I felt like Brendan, this could blow his hair back in edit. I was like, get after it.
Yeah.
I want the boat named a certain thing. Dan Wilson looks like he's got salt in his blood as well. All right, so he knows he's going to have to navigate some turbulent
choppy waters, yes,
the entire season. So let's get it started. There he is, Dan Wilson. What's the name of the boat? The Big Dumper from Seattle, Washington. Let's go catch some stuff.
All
right? Cal Raleigh's the captain of this ship. He's responsible for the overall operation of the ship. He will be the reason to navigate this team to the postseason again. We've seen it once, we'll see it again. Tied for the major league lead in homers with 12, ninth among MLB qualifiers with a .567 slug, and putting the digits down. Look at this. Who is our first officer? I got to give it to the longest tenured guy in the show, Luis Castillo on their roster. A 3.29 ERA in 7 starts this season. He's allowed 3 runs or fewer in 6 of his 7 starts. And he has to have excellent navigation skills, which I think he does. So he'll be the perfect first officer. Okay. Who's our second officers? Let's put J.P. Crawford and Jorge Polanco in those spots. I would trust them out at sea. J.P. Crawford, 7th among MLB qualifiers with a .408 on-base percentage. Picking it at shortstop. He's on a 15-game on-base streak. Flip it over to Jorge Polanco. We've already talked about him. The start he's gotten off to can't be described. Second highest weighted runs created plus in Major League Baseball this season at 216. The chief engineer, the engine, the difference maker on this team will have to be J-Rod. He is their franchise superstar player. Gotten off to a slow start, starting to pick it up. He hit 196 over his first 28. He's slashing 333, a 389 on base, and a 545 slug with 2 homers over his last 8 games. Okay. We had to put Andres Munoz on the anchor. Okay, he's going to send the anchor down. He's one of our top deckhands.
We live or die because of him.
We live or die. He has got to end it. The final 3 outs, and he's done exactly that for this team out of the chute. He hasn't allowed an earned run in 18 innings pitched this season. He's got the 7th highest whip rate in Major League Baseball. And then we need a bunch of deckhands to keep the people entertained, catch some fish, keep everybody in good spirits.
You watch Below Deck?
We're going to start it out with Randy Arozarena. He's keeping everybody in good spirits. How about Rowdy Tellez? He seems like a jolly, nice guy. And hit a huge 3-run bomb to get them back in the game. 7 for 20 with a homer and 6 RBIs over his last 6 games. Friend of the show, Dylan Moore's been fantastic.
Revelation.
You can argue he's the best utility player in the game. 295 with 6 bombs and an 896 OPS. And Robert, I know my man Brian Wu gave up some runs yesterday, but he gave him 6 strong. He's 13. Yes, he's 13-4 with a 299. And they're pulling up some lobster pots.
Excuse me?
As the season goes on. I mean, what's in him? Maybe Logan Gilbert comes back healthy. We know we're getting George Kirby back healthy at some point. So, the offense, do I think it still needs an influx? Yes.
But it's been great.
But it's been fantastic. And the rotation, which was our strength, is a little bit of a weakness, and we can get... There's something here.
Lucas in my ear just called me the anchor because I dragged down the show. Hey, you know what, Lucas?
You know, one time, Lucas.
How about us a little
What about a little team morale?
One time.
You're one with the sea.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a mariner in your own right.
Mariner?
I mean,
and I know
wait a minute.
I know he's not lying because he's connected.
You know.
The last thing he's going to do is tell a tale.
Pope Leo, a man of God.
That's what I'm talking about.
Is a White Sox fan.
And she Faust on the organ.
Real quick.
Hey, goodbye.
Do the Chicago Cubs have to ask for forgiveness?
No. It was an honest mistake.
Yeah, it was an honest mistake. Right.
I mean, what an assumption, by the way. Like, if I was a White Sox fan, I would be so annoyed that the Cubs were like, oh, he's from Chicago. He's obviously well-read, a worldly man, but he must be a Cubs fan.
When I found out from the South Side, I was like, wow, that's unique because most Southsiders, they're black and white. They're the White Sox. They're all things White Sox. That's what surprised me.
This is so good. You know what? The fact that this is just like adding to this baseball rivalry.
But the beauty of it is, the first news, the Cubs beat them to the news. Most people are going to be like, yep, the Pope's a Cub fan.
Oh.
You know they are.
Yeah. We've got to the bottom of it. Pope Leo is a White Sox fan. Just like my friend here that grew up a White Sox fan.
I did.
Our producer.
And better days ahead, too.
Oh, my goodness. This is too good.